Imagine waking up one day to find that the Earth has stopped spinning. What would happen next? Would it be the end of life as we know it? The consequences would be catastrophic. Global tsunamis, supersonic winds, and a complete reshaping of our planet. Stay tuned as we count down the top 10 dramatic events if our planet came to a halt, exploring the universe's biggest what-ifs. First up, let's talk about the weather. Earth's rotation plays a key role in our weather patterns. The spin creates the Coriolis effect, deflecting winds and ocean currents. This effect gives us jet streams, trade winds, and hurricanes. If the Earth stopped spinning, the Coriolis effect would vanish, throwing the entire atmospheric system into chaos. Imagine hurricanes stalling out, jet streams going haywire, and winds whipping across the planet unpredictably. Extreme weather events would become the new norm, with droughts in some regions and megastorms in others. Growing food would become a massive challenge, leading to widespread food shortages. First up, let's talk about the weather. Earth's rotation creates the Coriolis effect. It deflects winds and ocean currents. This gives us jet streams, trade winds, and hurricanes. Without it, the atmosphere would be chaotic. Hurricanes would stall, and winds would whip unpredictably. Extreme weather would become the norm. With the climate in disarray, life on Earth faces a dire challenge. Entire ecosystems depend on a delicate balance. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, species struggle to adapt to these changes. Imagine polar bears stranded in a melting Arctic, rainforests parched by relentless sun, and coral reefs bleached by warming waters. Countless species unable to cope would vanish from the Earth. Now let's talk about gravity. Earth's rotation makes you feel slightly lighter, especially at the equator. If the Earth stopped spinning, that centrifugal force would disappear. You'd feel the full force of gravity, making you feel noticeably heavier. The effect would be most pronounced at the equator, where the centrifugal force is strongest. So, if you're ever planning a trip to the equator, maybe hope that the Earth keeps on spinning. Oceans on the move. If Earth stopped spinning, the oceans would go on a wild ride. The centrifugal force caused by Earth's rotation gives our planet its slightly squashed shape, with a bulge at the equator. Without that force, the oceans would surge towards the poles. Coastal cities would be inundated, while vast areas of land would be swallowed by the rising tides. Imagine entire continents reshaped, with new coastlines drawn by the relentless advance of the seas. The shield goes down. Our magnetic field protects us from the sun's harmful radiation. Earth's rotation generates this magnetic field. Molten iron in Earth's core creates electric currents. If Earth stopped spinning, the magnetic field would collapse. Solar storms would disrupt communications and fry electronics. Farewell to seasons. Earth's tilt on its axis, combined with its orbit around the sun, gives us our seasons. Without that spin, one hemisphere would be in perpetual summer, while the other would be locked in an endless winter. It would be a recipe for global chaos, disrupting agriculture, ecosystems, and our very way of life. Now let's talk about temperature. On our rotating Earth, we experience a balanced distribution of heat. The sun rises and sets, warming and cooling different parts of the planet. On a stationary Earth, one side would bake while the other would freeze. The sun also stays. On a stationary Earth, the sun would stay put in the sky. No more sunrises, no more sunsets, just an endless expanse of daylight for one half of the planet. The other half would be plunged into perpetual darkness, shrouded in an eternal night. It's fascinating to think about how our perception of time and day-night cycles would be completely upended. Mega tsunamis, the sequel. Remember those massive tsunamis caused by the oceans rushing towards the poles? Get ready for round 2. The Earth might have stopped spinning, but the water, with its own inertia, would keep moving. This would generate monstrous waves, dwarfing anything we've ever seen before. These mega tsunamis would crash against the continents, reshaping coastlines, inundating cities, and leaving a path of destruction in their wake. Winds of change. The Earth's atmosphere is currently spinning right along with the planet at speeds of up to 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. If the Earth suddenly stopped, the atmosphere wouldn't get the memo. It would keep on spinning, creating winds of unimaginable force. These hypercanes would rage across the planet, tearing up everything in their path. Buildings would crumble, trees would be uprooted, and even the most sturdy structures would be tested to their limits. Keep on spinning, and there you have it, the top 10 dramatic events that would unfold if the Earth stopped spinning. It's a chilling thought, but thankfully our planet keeps on turning. We've explored the power of inertia, the delicate balance of our atmosphere, and the awesome forces that shape our world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing content.